Hi, welcome to PHP tutorial. This is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. The notes for this video can be found here at this URL, which is loaded here. We are going to do, in the last video, we finished the EG009 index, okay? And today, what we are going to do is we are going to create an app product form. All right, the code for here for this video can be found at EG009, which starts here. Okay, so let us first set up an environment. Start our xampp Apache web server, MySQL database, and launch our PHP MyAdmin. Username is Harry. Password is elbow monkey. So you're in. Okay. Okay, so once you come in, we were working on Go Panda Shop, products table. If you look at the products table, these are the things inside. So let's start from where we stopped, okay? So let us go and open a new tab and say Ctrl+C to copy, Ctrl+V to paste, EG009. Let's go to index. So we managed to delete a lot of products, okay? The problem of deleting products is we have to add it back. So we want to create an app product form. So if we click on here, okay, we should be able to go to app product form. Obviously the form is not created yet. So what we're going to do now is we are going to create an app product form, and product form will look something like this with text boxes. If we submit, click on the submit button, they will go to this file, app product, and put the product back to the database. Okay, and if there's an error, like you forgot to key in something, they're going to show an extra error page. And this app product form will still load the database connection from 9A database. So it's like 9A is linked to app product form. Okay, it's the same 9A we talked about here. Okay, so let us work on that. Let me make this smaller. The first thing we want to do is we want to create a, if you look at the link here, the link go to 9E app product form, so we need to create an app product form. And to do that, we want to, let us go to, let us right click here, open the file explorer, and go to xampp myPHP, okay, and EG009. We do not have to create everything from scratch. We can actually copy this from 9C and then rename it to this. Okay, so let me copy my 9C, paste, and then we're going to rename this. So we make a copy of the name here, 9E app product form, or you can type it in. So you can just rename this to, I think you need to type it in, EG009E app underscore, app product form. Spell like this. Open this in Notepad++. So we need to start changing things, okay? So we still need the connection to database as we mentioned here. So we keep the required ones, all right? And let us delete everything here. Okay, so the only thing that's left is require ones, and then we want to keep the main content section. The title is the same. Style sheet is the same. We use the same main.css. Maybe it's bigger. Okay, and then the header is the same. And then we go to the main. We only need the main. We do not need the aside. So we delete everything in the main, so we do only have the main, and then we change the h1 to app product, Control S to save. Okay, so now we have the app product. From now, when you come here and click on app product, we should have a new page, and the URL of the page can be seen here is 9e app product form, which is the file we have just created. Okay, now we can actually start creating the actual form. So from here we can create a form. Obviously it doesn't show anything, so when you Control S to save, come over here and reload, you don't see anything. Okay, the form is just to enclose all the form elements below. And in the form, we need to specify a method. The method is going to be post, and the action is going to be the name of, when you submit the app product form, they will submit to app product. This is just a PHP file that handles the actual putting the data into the database. So let me just copy this, come over here. For you, you have to type it in because you do not have what I have on the screen. So action is equal to app product. Okay. Okay. So we finished the form. Obviously, you still do not see anything here. We are going to create a couple of things, form elements in the form. The first one is we are going to use label to align the elements, like what we did in the previous videos. So first we need to submit okay, what you put in is equivalent to what you have in the table here. Okay, product ID is auto-generated, so you don't need that. You need category ID, product code, product name, and price. You do not need category ID. So the first thing we need is category, which is a label. Control S to save. Control S to save. Okay. Come over here, reload. You have the category here. After the alignment, the first one we are going to use is actually a drop-down list, because the category ID is 1, 2, 3, and everything in the category ID is from the category table. Action figures, MP3s, MP3s and DVD. We do not want user to key in this, because if the user key in, you will just have a mess up table over here. User will key in all kind of wrong things. So you want user to choose from a drop-down list. So we are going to use a select. We need a name. Okay. So the name is called category ID, which is HTML ID. Obviously, you see nothing here because we have no drop down. So later we are going to. So first, I'm going to hard code here. Later, we are going to put in the PHP code. So this is a typical option drop down that you can do. If you put 1 here and show 1 here, the value that pass into the next file is 1, and the display is 1. Okay, or I put 1 here just to prove that they are different stuff. So if you put 1 here, display is 1 and the value to the next file is 1. Same goes for 2. So now you have a hard-coded drop-down list for you to work with. Alright, so that is the select drop-down. So I'm going to quickly finish the rest of the stuff. And then let me copy the label. The second one is the code. And then we are going to use a text box. Oh, don't forget a BR. Second one is the code. And then we are going to give it a name, call it code. The type is a text box. And don't forget the BR. So the first one, we have hard code drop down. Okay, and then we have the code here. And something is not right. Let me see what is wrong. The alignment isn't done properly, so let's see what is going on. Label, select them, select. Okay, I should have linked it to, let me see if I put my file at the right place. So I'm in 9, okay, that is correct. Okay, when this kind of thing happens, now is a good time to do some validation. You know, something is not right, the alignment is not working well. Although in the main.css, we have our label. Okay, so what happened is in the main.css, we have our label to flow left with a width so that it should align, but this only works when you have ID equal add product form. Okay, so I have to come over here, give the form ID called add product form. So this ID would be described by here. So save here, reload. Okay, now the alignment is correct. All right, so we take care of the code. So the next thing we are going to do is the name, price, and the submit button. Well, let's do 2 more first. So we are going to do the name. We are going to do the list price. And don't forget to change the input name to name and the list price to price, so that later when you pick up the text box, pick up the value from the text box, it's identified by the IDs here. So now you have your code, name and list price, which are text boxes. Okay, and then finally we are going to do the submit button. I think I can still copy this. So the submit button, the label will be blank just for alignment. Non-breaking space. And then the type is equal to, I don't need a name for the submit button. So the type is submit. And you need a value to show, ask user to submit the button. So let's put the value called add product. So now we have a submit button. When we click on this, it will be sent to this page to take care of the operation, but obviously that page is not created yet. So when you add product, nothing happens, and they say that page is not found because we have not created that yet. Okay, and the last thing you want to do is to create a link back to the index so that if the user want to go back, they can go back instead of using the back button. So we are going to create a quick link. href is the link, and we say when I want to see the product list again, when user click on that, it will bring the user back to 9C index. Okay. So now, when you click on that, you can go back to the index and then add product. You come here, so you can go back and forth. Okay, so view product list, you go back to the index, add product, you go to add product form. All right. So the next thing you want to do is to actually code this drop down to use the select statement. Okay. All right. So to do that, we need to select start from categories order by category ID. So we select start from categories order by category ID, and I may already have that in the index, so I don't have to write. I just need to get it from the index. So let's open up my index page, and I should have a select start from categories ordered by category ID. Yes, I have that. So I just copy this, and the query will be taken care of. Copy this, I paste it here. Okay, and everything will be stored in the object called categories. Okay, and then I want to print everything out, or print out the category out and put it here. Before we put it there, we want to print it and put it somewhere here first, just for testing on top, and then we slot the code inside. So I actually have this already in the other file, so I just copy this, I comment it out, so I paste it here. Control S to save. Reload. You have all the categories here. Okay, so category ID is the 1, 2, 3, and category name is what you shown here, and we want to slot this part of code here. So first let us comment this one out, and then we want to replace the hard coding here with the actual value from the database. So let's delete this. We only need to repeat this a couple of times, okay, depending on how many records you have in the categories table. So break this, begin PHP, break this and the end PHP. So you only repeat this statement. Okay, so begin PHP, end PHP. So remember to comment this one out, because if you don't comment out, the thing below won't work. So that's the beginning of the repeat. Put it here, and then that's the end of the repeat. Put it here. All the Control C and Control V stuff. So when you Control S to save and reload, the stuff on top disappear, and you repeat 1113 times. Okay, because you are hard coding 111, so when you repeat, you just repeat this 3 times. So obviously that's not what you want. You have to replace this, replace the 1 with the PHP code you need, and replace this one with the PHP code you need. Obviously this is the category ID, and this is the category name. So come over here, copy the category ID, put it here, come over here, copy the category name, and put it over here. Control S to save, reload. So now your action figures, MP3 songs, or DVDs are correct. They are from the database. So if your database change, this thing will change accordingly. If you view source, you will see that the value is actually the category ID, and what you see is actually the category name. So now is a good time to validate your code, validate your PHP code. So copy everything here. Control C to copy. Control copy this. Okay, and then come over here. Go to the W3C markup validator and go to validate by direct input. Control V to paste and check. You should have no error and no warning. If you have error and warning, follow the same process, view source, and fix it. Okay. All right. So we finished the add product form. The next step is to, when you click on the view product list, when you put in the value and click on add product, you should be able to actually put the information into the products table here. Okay, but obviously we have not written the 9F add product first. So when you click on this, nothing happens because that is an error. This page was not created. So in the next video, we need to create that page and also to take care of what will happen when you make an error in that product. Okay, so that is a good place to stop. In the next video, we're going to open this again and then start over again. So in this video, probably I should close everything. All right, save your work. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.